My name is Ethan Carter, and I hold a position that would surprise most of my neighbors. I'm the Chief of State Gaming Enforcement for the Department of Public Safety. To the outside world, I'm just another quiet resident in the suburbs. I recently bought a cozy two-story home in the Willow Grove neighborhood, hoping for a peaceful life outside work. Little did I know, my unassuming new home would thrust me into one of the strangest undercover operations of my career. The domineering woman running our homeowners association, Martha Hensley, though everyone called her Linda, behind her back was using the HOA's community clubhouse to run an illegal gambling ring. What started as whispers of odd card nights and suspicious gatherings grew into a full-blown illicit casino targeting seniors and local veterans. Martha thought she was untouchable, too clever and entrenched in HOA politics to be challenged. She had no clue her quiet neighbor was a seasoned gaming enforcement official. This is the story of how I uncovered Martha's secret empire, orchestrated a sting with law enforcement allies, and brought down an HOA tyrant who turned a humble clubhouse into her personal casino, heedless of the lives she ruined. I arrived at Willow Grove on a warm spring afternoon. The neighborhood was a sea of pastel houses, each meticulously regulated by the HOA to maintain a pristine, uniform look. As I unloaded mauve wine boxes, I noticed a woman striding up my driveway, clipboard in hand, dressed in crisp khakis and a pastel blouse. Her air of self-importance was unmistakable. Head high, jaw set, eyes scanning my lawn and exterior paint like she was grading a test. "Hello," I said, offering a friendly smile, though I suspected this was the infamous HOA figure I'd heard about. "I'm Martha Hensley," she announced. "Most folks here call me MS. Hensley or Madam President of the HOA. You can stick with MS. Hensley. And you are?" "Ethan Carter, just moved in," I replied. She tapped her pen on her clipboard. "Yes, I have your file. We keep detailed records on all homeowners. I trust you've read our community guidelines." I nodded, recalling the 75-page PDF they'd sent. "I have." Her smile was tight. "Good. We value excellence here. No unapproved paint colors, ornamental flags, or yard decor that disrupts uniformity. Have you registered any pets?" "No pets, just me," I said. Her eyes glinted. "Good. You'll stay on my good side as long as you follow the rules. The HOA clubhouse is for official events only. We'll let you know if you're needed for volunteer tasks." With that, she turned and marched off. I exhaled, relieved the encounter was over. I'd dealt with zealous HOA types before, but Martha's intensity hinted at something more. Still, the rest of the community seemed welcoming. Over the next few weeks, neighbors brought cookies, invited me to barbecues, and apologized for Martha's overbearing nature. It was during a chat with an older couple, Clara and George Mitchell, that I first heard rumors about the clubhouse's late-night gatherings. "Be cautious, Ethan," George warned. "There are hush-hush events there late at night. Martha calls it a private HOA game night, but we think it's more. Cars roll in after midnight, strangers from out of town." Clara nodded. "I heard someone lost a lot of money in those games. Illegal gambling, maybe. Martha's got her inner circle sworn to secrecy and uses intimidation to keep folks quiet." As Chief of State Gaming Enforcement, this set off alarms. Running an unlicensed gambling operation is a serious crime in our state, with hefty fines and potential jail time, especially if it preys on vulnerable people. I didn't jump to conclusions but thanked them and promised to keep an eye out. The idea of an HOA clubhouse hosting an illicit casino seemed far-fetched, but Martha's controlling demeanor, the secret of gatherings, and late-night traffic fit the pattern of an illegal gaming operation. To gather intel, I approached Martha at an HOA meeting, playing the curious new resident. "MS. Hensley, I'd love to volunteer at the clubhouse events, maybe set up chairs or help with refreshments." She eyed me warily. "We're particular about who assists with official gatherings. There's a weekly social hour for seniors, cards, bingo, that sort of thing, but it's managed by board members." I forced a casual smile. "Understood. Just let me know if anything opens up." She nodded vaguely, then scolded someone about an unapproved mailbox color. That evening, I took a walk past the clubhouse around 9 p.m. It was dark, but by midnight, cars arrived, some with out-of-county plates. From behind hedges, I watched groups of middle-aged adults, seniors, and younger folks slip inside. A faint glow leaked from curtained windows, and bursts of chatter and the clatter of poker chips escaped when the door opened. This was no ordinary card night. The secretive demeanor suggested high-stakes games, likely run by Martha. A few nights later, I chatted with a neighbor, Tom Bradley, a retired Navy veteran, over a beer on his porch. He'd attended the Clubhouse games once, lured by a friend who called it a friendly poker circle. It was anything but, Tom said. Professional poker tables, slot machines hooked to a laptop, even a makeshift roulette wheel. Felt like a mini casino. Martha charged a $100 membership fee just to sit down. I saw older vets from the VFW hall in two deep, owing hundreds, maybe thousands. It's predatory. My jaw tightened. This was the kind of operation my agency was built to stop. Illegal gambling targeting the elderly or vulnerable is particularly violent. But I needed more than stories. A premature raid could tip Martha off, as her events were tightly controlled. I needed a sting with undercover agents, hidden cameras, and financial tracing. I contacted a friend in the sheriff's department, Detective Maria Lopez, and briefed her on the rumors, stressing I lacked enough for a formal complaint but suspected an unlicensed casino. She was stunned. An HOA clubhouse as an underground casino? That's new. We'll run quiet background checks, look for suspicious financial activity. I also looped in two colleagues from state gaming enforcement, Rachel Kim, an expert in illegal slot machines, and Daniel Ortiz, a financial forensic analyst. We planned surveillance wying through during game nights to photograph license plates and financial checks for large cash deposits linked to Martha or her associates. If feasible, we'd slip an undercover agent into the games. Within a week, Daniel found a lead. Martha's personal bank account showed normal transactions, but an LLC under a different name had frequent large cash deposits, sometimes thousands, suggesting illegal income. Rachel traced out-of-area license plates to known gambling frequenters. DVY Danke pointed to a thriving covert casino. We planned to infiltrate. With Detective Lopez, we chose an undercover officer, Michael Reed, experienced at posing as a gambler. I'd introduce him at an HOA barbecue as a friend staying with me. At the event, Martha presided in a pastel blazer, barking orders. I approached her. Ms. Hensley, this is Michael, an old friend of Weiss sighting. I thought he'd enjoy seeing how great Willow Grove is. Michael smiled warmly. Nice to meet you. Ethan says this is a lovely community. Martha's eyes were cool. We pride ourselves on order, Mr. Reed. I hope you won't break any rules. He laughed. I'm easygoing. Big card game fan, though. My last neighborhood had a poker night I miss. Her eyes flickered with interest. She glanced around, then said quietly, We have a small private card club, but it's selective. If you're serious, we can discuss it. Michael shrugged, feigning excitement. Let me know if an invitat ion opens up. She nodded curtly. Later, he whispered, she's scoping me out. I'll get an invitee soon. 2 days later, Michael got a text from an unknown number. Martha here. If you're interested in cards, come to the HOA Clubhouse Wednesday. $500 buy-in. Tell no one. Door code 6392. This was our break. We outfitted Michael with a hidden microphone in a belt buckle and a camera in a shirt button. Agents would wait nearby in unmarked vehicles. On Wednesday, I waited at home, tense, as Michael entered the clubhouse at 11:05 p.m. Through the mic, we heard chatter, card shuffling, and slot machine beeps. Martha's voice cut through. New face tonight, folks. This is Michael, hereby my invitation. Rules. $500 buy-in. House takes 10 fan tram rake, slots, and roulette in the back, house run. No cheating or blabbing. Michael laughed. Got it. Let's play. For hours, he mingled, capturing footage of slot machines, a rigged roulette wheel, professional poker tables, and keno boards. Martha offered credit at 15 fan tram interest, revealing loan sharking. The operation was elaborate, preying on elderly residents and veterans. One senior admitted owing $2,000, terrified of missing his mortgage. It was heartbreaking. By 2 a.m., Michael excused himself, promising to return. He texted me. Got it all. Operation's big. Next steps. We met at a safe house with Detective Lopez. The EVY Dinsalone sharking, unlicensed gambling, rigged machines was enough for a raid, but we needed to catch Martha in the act. We planned a Friday raid during a high-stakes session. Michael would attend, boasting extra cash. By 10:30 p.m., he was inside, the mic capturing slot bells, roulette clicks, and Martha collecting rakes. At 11:15, Lopez radioed units to staging positions. At 11:30, Michael signaled. Full operation, 20 song players, dealers, Martha overseeing. Lopez ordered, go. Vehicles swept into the lot, lights off. Deputies and my agents blocked entrances. A bullhorn blared. Sheriff's Department and State Gaming Enforcement. Shut off machines. Hands VY Cybel, exit calmly. Chaos erupted. Players scrambled. Chips flew. Some tried side doors but were blocked. Martha burst out, panicked. What is this? You can't storm an HOA facility. I stepped forward, badge out. MS. Hensley, I'm Ethan Carter, Chief of State Gaming Enforcement and your neighbor. We have a warrant. We know about your casino. Her face twisted in rage, then fear. She tried to slam the door, but officers restrained her. Inside, we found poker tables, slot machines, a rigged roulette wheel, loan records, and ledgers of laundered money. Martha's enforcers, middle-aged men in suits, were detained. Paramedics checked a distressed senior who'd lost his pension. Martha, handcuffed, glared. You set me up. You're not just a homeowner. You exploited your neighbors, I said. That ends now. The raid cataloged damning EVY Denke. Martha sneered. I pro VY Dedicer VYC. If they can't handle the risk, that's their problem. You ran an unlicensed casino on HOA property, stole funds, and ruined lives, I replied. It's over. News spread fast. By dawn, Willow Grove buzzed with shock. The interim HOA board apologized, promising transparency and auditing finances. Residents were furious at Martha's manipulation. I submitted my report to the State Gaming Commission, which praised the sting. Martha's arraignment was sensational, with charges of unlicensed gambling, loan sharking, money laundering, and fraud. Victims, seniors, and veterans testified about losses and harassment. One woman lost her granddaughter's college SAVY NGS to Martha's loans. The court showed no mercy. Martha's plea deal failed, and she faced years in prison, massive fines, and asset seizure. Her home, upgraded with casino profits, was auctioned to repay White Tims and clear HOA debts. At trial, the prosecution's case was airtight. Michael's footage, financial records, and Whiten testimonies. I testified about my role. The jury convicted Martha on all counts. The judge called her scheme a betrayal, sentencing her to prison for exploiting vulnerable citizens. Willow Grove healed. The HOA restructured, hosting open forums. The clubhouse became a true community space for yoga, potlucks, and charity bingo. I stayed, no longer undercover, grateful for the team effort that stopped Martha. The neighborhood thrived, free from her tyranny, a testament that justice prevails, even in the quiet suburbs.